close and the street lights buzz. It's just me and you in the night. You stroll down the block like you own these brakes, bragging about how hard you bite. Every story that you're selling got you standing 10 feet tall, but the pavement here remembers every truth behind it all. I heard a quiet phone ring uptown, got your whole fire rate out loud. Run that mouth now, run that mouth now. You say you're bad, let's see it now. Run that mouth now, run that mouth now. This little street down by the clowns. You say back in your old neighborhood, nobody dare test your name, but the whispers in this stairwell say you're playing both sides of the game. Cheap little favors for a folded bill, handing secrets for a prize, while you talk about respect like you never rolled those loaded dice. Run that mouth now, run that mouth now. You say you're bad, let's see it now. Run that mouth now, run that mouth now. This little street don't bow to climb. If you're smart, you'll catch the last train out before the sun rewinds. 'Cause this block spits out pretenders when the truth lights up their light. Take your shadows and your stories, let your footsteps fade away. For this quiet watching alley starts to answer what you say. Stores closed and the street lights buzz. It's just me and you in the night. You stroll down the block like you own these brakes, bragging about how hard you bite. Every story that you're selling got you standing 10 feet tall, but the pavement here remembers every truth behind it all. I heard a quiet phone ring uptown, got your whole fire red out loud. Run that mouth now. Run that mouth now. You say you're bad, let's see it now. Run that mouth now. Run that mouth now. This little street don't bow to clowns. You say back in your old neighborhood, nobody dare test your name, but the whispers in the stairwell say you're playing both sides of the game. Cheap little favors for a folded bill, handing secrets for a prize, while you talk about respect like you never roll those loaded dice. Run that mouth now. Run that mouth now. You say you're bad, let's see it now. Run that mouth now. Run that mouth now. This little street don't bow to clowns. If you're smart, you'll catch the last train out before the sun rewinds. 'Cause this block spits out pretenders when the truth lights up their light. Take your shadows and your stories, let your footsteps fade away. For this quiet watching alley starts to answer what you say. Oh, Marina, I once loved you, gave you every piece of me. Watch you play your little games, thinking I could set you free. You turned my nights into a circus, left my heart out in the rain. Now I'm done with all your drama, done with drowning in your pain. I stayed quiet while you lied, yeah, I kept my tongue in check. But a man can only bleed so long before he starts to guard his neck. I hope you're walking down Cold Street, chasing change on the ground, digging through the dust and shadows May you carry all that pride in a suitcase with no home, while I sit here in this blues bar, better off alone. Yeah, I hope you feel that lonely every time the night gets still. The way you left me, girl, with a half-crushed heart and an empty will. From my high-rise on the hillside, I can see the city glow. Neon rivers on the freeway, silver rooftops down below. Out here in my smoky corner, I pour truth in every song. Foes down there by empty glory, up here we just carry on. They might have their shining towers, polished shoes and perfect ties, but up here we trade in stories, and I wear my scars with pride. I hope you're walking down cold streets, chasing change on the ground, digging through the dust and shadow for a life that lets you down. May you carry all that pride in a suitcase with no home, while I sit here in this blues bar, better off alone. Yeah, I hope you feel that lonely every time the night gets still. The way you left me, girl, with a half-crushed heart and an empty will. I play cards in smoky back rooms, sip my whiskey slow and rough. I can throw these hands if needed, but my voice is strong enough. I'm the son of this old hillside, every alley knows my name. When the band kicks off at midnight, all the wild hearts know I came. I hope you're walking down cold streets, chasing change on the ground, digging through the dust and shadow for a life that lets you down. May you carry all that pride in a suitcase with no home, while I sit here in this blues bar, better off alone. Yeah, I hope you feel that lonely every time the night gets still. The way you left me, girl, with a half-crushed heart and an empty will. Drifting through some broken doors, know the man you used to toy with ain't your fool no more. I've got my hill, my blues, my people, and this midnight cigarette. You're just a shadow on the sidewalk, and I'm the one who won this bet. out every kiss you gave me, every promise on your tongue. Ran my heart through all your changes. Now that song's already sung. You keep looking for a doorway, hoping I will beg you stay. But my suitcase isn't heavy, all your weight I threw away. Took my time, I held my temper, let your storm just pass me by. Found our quiet man grow stronger while the noise burns out and dies. And I'm the one who's walking proud. I don't need your love around, no more begging for your touch. I've decided I've had enough. Yes, I'm the one who's standing tall. I won't answer when you call. Rather sleep with my own shadow than be chained to your love at all. And be chained to your love at all. You once called yourself an angel, but you dance with every flame. Turned my nights into a circus, played my heart like it's a game. Now you're knocking on my doorway, saying you can change this time. But I've learned that lonely freedom tastes much better than your wine. I stayed still while you were spinning, watched you tangle in your lies. And the man who kept his silence wears the truth behind his eyes. Now I'm the one who's walking proud. I don't need your love around, no more begging for your touch. I've decided I've had enough. Yes, I'm the one who's standing tall. I won't answer when you call. Rather sleep with my own shadow than be chained to your love at all. You can run back to your stories, dress them up in sugar words, but my heart has new foundations built on everything I've learned. You can laugh and call me cold now, say I finally lost my mind, but it's peace that fills this bedroom since I left your ghost behind. Now I'm the one who's walking proud. I don't need your love around, no more begging for your touch. I've decided I've had enough. Yes, I'm the one who's standing tall. I won't answer when you call. Rather sleep with my own shadow than be chained to your love at all. So keep your roses and your drama, give them to some other soul. I've stepped out of your arena, finally taking back control. If you see me down the roadway, don't expect my eyes to fall, 'cause the man you used to trample is the one who's free once and for all. Lord above, keeper of this trembling world, let me lay these words down at your feet tonight. I know the seed of cruelty was never planted by your hand. It grew in marble towers where cold hearts sit and count their stolen lives. But down here we kneel beneath their ladders while they climb and never fall. They drink the sweat of nameless faces, never learn our names at all. So I'm asking in this midnight prayer, how long must the poor carry all this despair? Children sleeping in the doorways, learning hunger before their names, locked up souls in rotting cages, forgotten in the dark and rain. My Lord, you didn't write this cruelty in the sky. It's human hands that twist the truth and let the weakest die. Old men limped to factory gates with backs that built these city streets, promised rest when work was over, now they chase coins just to eat. Hospitals with broken tiles, overflowing understaffed, while the ones who own the system toast their fortune, smile and laugh. Out there forests burn for profit, poison drips in every stream. Ancient lands are taking over, silencing a people's dreams. So I'm crying in this smoky song, a soul stay gentle when the world's this wrong. Little ones with empty pockets, learning fear instead of play. Crowded cells with dampened sickness where they throw our lost away. My Lord, you didn't write this cruelty in the sky. It's human hands that twist the truth and let the weakest die. Singing like a witness here for every broken heart that's living in fear, for every child the streets are raising, every voice is never heard, for every worker bent and bleeding, crushed beneath another's word. My Lord, I know this darkness isn't born from you. It's greedy hands that rule the table, splitting daylight out of view. My Lord, if you can hear this blues, shine a little courage on the ones who still refuse this wide and endless country, people talk about the shine of the fields and all the harvest, of the metal in the mines. They count barrels in the ocean, they count cargoes on the sea, but the brightest thing you're holding isn't something you can see. It's a word that lives inside you, older than the nation name. Born in whispers, born in uproar, carried like a holy flame. Freedom, you're the promise that we keep alive. More than fortune, more than borders, you're the reason we survive. You're the heartbeat of the people in the darkness and the light. Oh, my country stands for you now, and will guard you through the night. There were days of smoke and shouting, there were nights of shaking ground. Every tear and every courage left its echo in this town. From a riverside uprising to the marches in the rain, every voice that rose for justice wrote your story in our veins. Every banner in the skyline, every fist raised to the sky, says we'd rather lose our comfort than to watch you slowly die. Freedom, you're the promise that we keep alive. More than fortune, more than borders, you're the reason we survive. You're the heartbeat of the people in the darkness and the light. Oh, my country stands for you now, and will guard you through the night. Chains and hidden shadow, no more silence bought and sold. We have paid with sweat and sorrow for a future we can hold. In the voting line at sunrise, in the songs we dare to sing, every choice we make together is a crown you choose to bring. Freedom, you're the promise that we keep alive. More than fortune, more than borders, you're the reason we survive. You're the heartbeat of the people in the darkness and the light. Oh, my country stands for you now, and will guard you through the night. So here's to every story that refused to be erased, to a land that learned through struggle what can never be replaced. May your name stay on our lips, in every song and every street. Freedom, you're the greatest treasure, lying at our children's feet. Turn around and see the hillside shining, late night glow on every stone. Street lights painting golden halos over bricks and dusty roads I used to roam. Music slipping out of crowded alleys, laughter rolling through the air. Every corner feels like pure invitation, like the night itself pulled up a chair. Voices echo down the stairways, beating shoes on worn-out ground. Every heartbeat in the district moves in time with the hometown sound. But there's no crooked little doorway where my name hangs on the frame. No warm window in that skyline that I can point to and say that one's mine. The whole hill's dressed in diamonds under this soft blue evening sky. But my home is just a memory now, watching from the outside. Down by the yard where the old men gather, cards and bottles on the floor. The band in the corner keeps the rhythm steady. Folks keep dancing, asking for more. Further on, the lanterns flicker, casting shadows on the stair. Every face is lit with something sacred, like they're breathing holy midnight air. I walk past the crowded doorways, past the corners where we'd sing. Every step feels like a story that my heart still wants to bring. But there's no crooked little doorway where my name hangs on the frame. No warm window in that skyline that I can point to and say that one's mine. The whole hill's dressed in diamonds under this soft blue evening sky. But my home is just a memory now, watching from the outside. I still taste the smoke in summer rain, hear the clinking glass and rhyme. I still see a doorway made of tin and laughter, lost somewhere in time. If walls could talk, they'd call me back, like they used to every night. But the place where I belong has vanished in the city lights. Now there's no crooked little doorway like it never cried. And I'm just a ghost in my own story, watching from the outside. So I raise my eyes to that glowing hillside, let the night wind lead me on. If I can't go back to where I started, I'll keep walking till the ache is gone. But every time the city whispers, every time the lights collide, I still see that missing doorway, and I'm watching from the outside. Hallway light is buzzing in this tired old building blue. There she goes in velvet slippers, silver hair and cheap perfume. Leopard robe and plastic earrings, says she still can steal the show. Claims she dances every weekend where the 20-somethings go. Winks at me and laughs out loud, boy, you're just a baby, you don't know. Every mailbox on this floor has a rumor with her name on it. She's older than time, still outshines the girls at closing time. She's older than time, older than time, that wild old neighbor of mine. Says she poured drinks in a juke joint when the records first turned black. Swear she told some famous trumpet player how to bend a note like that. Claims she turned down 3 proposals on a train in 42. Want a jitterbug in Harlem wearing someone else's shoes. Every story gets more crazy, but I kinda hope they're true. She's older than time, older than, still outshines the girls at closing time. She's older than time, older than time, that wild old neighbor of mine. The calendar gave up. All we know is every decade she keeps turning the volume up. She's older than time, still outshines the girls at closing time. She's older than time, older than time, that wild old neighbor of mine. When the porch lights fade to midnight and the city starts to yawn, you can hear her humming blues lines like she's been here all along. Back when the sky over this town was clear, every star could find your eyes. Rivers kissed the rusted train tracks, trees were chiming with the light. Some great painter drew the sunrise on these rooftops, brick and stone. Signed the canvas with a whisper, left us here but not alone. And the world felt like a gift, left waiting on our doorstep in the dawn. We've been trading all that wonder for a little smoke and gold. The earth is crying now. The earth is crying now. If all you plant is poison, don't expect a healing ground. The earth is crying now. Children coughing by the freeway where the diesel engines moan. Tasted flowers in the gutter where the wild things used to grow. We keep burning down the mountains for a higher glass and steel. Then we fall on aching knees and ask the sky what's wrong with us. But the echo in the thunder only answers what we've sown. The earth is crying now. The earth is crying now. If all you plant is poison, don't expect a healing ground. The earth is crying now. Comes up empty, turned to frost. There is mercy still above you if you turn your heart around. Night falls hard on glass and concrete, all our damage lit in blue. You can run back to the maker or keep running from the truth. Bellboard swinging in the kitchen, rain tattoos the window pane. Your perfume still haunts the hallway, but the bed forgot your name. I found messages at midnight, glowing cold on your old phone. Every promise that you whispered turns to gravel in my bones. I carved a vow inside my heartbeat, this won't end the way you planned. You will pay in tears tonight. You will pay in tears tonight. Every drop I cried comes neon drowning out the stars. On the arm of some new savior, same old trick in different bars. You think karma's stuck in traffic, think the bill won't find your door, but I'm counting every heartache like a tab you can't ignore. You will pay in tears tonight. You will pay in tears tonight. Every drop I cry comes back around. You will pay in tears tonight. Paying tears tonight. You were paying tears tonight. Every drop I cry comes back around. You were paying tears tonight. The street goes quiet near the river as the city kills its light. Somewhere out there you'll remember, and your eyes will burn tonight. Street lamp leaking through the blinds in this one room midnight gray. Coffee stains on Sunday papers, all our pictures packed away. Used to hear your keys at daybreak, now it's just a fridge at home. Every corner of this silence asking where my laughter's gone. I keep talking to the ceiling like it might give back what left. With you, all my joy is gone. All my joy is gone. You walked out the door, but this ache stayed on. All my joy is gone. I drift down the empty avenues where the buses never slow. Neon flickers on a billboard, selling dreams I'll never know. out the door, but this ache stayed on. All my joy is gone. Our story, mine was inked in crooked lines. Every road I try to follow folds me back to what was mine. So I wear this empty jacket, let the dawn find me alone. Till the day this restless longing learns to leave my chest and go. Rain on the windows of this high-rise train. I'm riding past your side of town. Since I walked out of that small dark room, my feet don't drag the ground. Got a cheap suit and a steady check, and a key that's only mine. While I'm rising like the smoke at dusk, you're slipping on your own decline. Saw you yesterday at the corner store. Same old tears on a brand new floor. Look at you now, look at you now. You were up so high, now you're coming down. Look at you now, look at you now. You built your house on a borrowed crown. Look at you now. You bet your heart on silver tongues in neon motel light. Shared your secrets with the shadows that only visit late at night. Now your friends are just reflections in an empty liquor glass. And I walk by in a clean white shirt, watching all that glory pass. Look at you now, look at you now. You were up so high, now you're coming down. Look at you now, look at you now. Built your house on a borrowed crown. Look at you now. I celebration, no bouquet for all you lost. 'Cause you chose your finest poison, now you're paying back the cost. Street lamps hum above your doorway while I fade into the crowd. I just shake my head and whisper, look at you now. Look at you now. They call you Mr. Sunshine on a dead-end tenement street. Every dawn you grab your lunchbox, scrape your boots and shuffle feet. Third floor window, faded curtain, someone's watching as you go. Soon as your old truck turns the corner, there's another shadow at the door. Stairs start creaking 7:10, but you swear the house stays still as stone. Everybody knows but you. Everybody knows but you. The hallway walls are whispering, the mailbox songs are true. Curtains laughing yellow light, the ceiling's humming too. Whole damn block is in on it. Everybody knows but you. End of shift, you hit the corner bar, sipping slow to pass the time. Say my baby's clean and loyal, while the jukebox drops a dime. Neighbors trade their crooked glances, sip their beer and bite their tongue. 'Cause each evening while you're stalling, there's a party when you're gone. Everybody knows but you. Everybody knows but you. The hallway walls are whispering, the mailbox songs of truth. Curtains laughing yellow light, the ceiling's humming too. Whole damn block is in on it. Everybody knows but you. There's a coat you've never worn, hanging warm behind your door. There's a laugh you'll never make, echoing across your floor. Everybody knows but you. Everybody knows but but you. The hallway walls are whispering, the mailbox songs are true. Curtains laughing yellow light, the ceiling's humming too. Whole damn block isn't on it, everybody knows but you. Down in the midnight alley by the shuttered liquor store, I'm stomping out a crooked rhythm on the cracked cement floor. Got this backstreet incantation rolling lazy off my teeth. Every syllable's a shuffle, every consonant is heat. You lean in to catch the pattern, but it slips beneath your feet. This ain't language from a notebook, this is concrete smoke and blues. If you try to trace it perfect, it'll tie your mouth and lose. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Words spin round like bottle caps, jump, skip, slide and move. You can't hum along the rhythm, but the sound will still refuse. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Jukebox flickers in the corner, crowd is knocking on the rail. I start tossing crooked phrases like a snake of silver hair. All the locals clapping laughter, 'cause they know each twist and turn. You step up to taste the fire, but it's more than you can burn. Every time you chase a vowel, all your letters crash and turn. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Words spin round like bottle caps, jump, skip, slide and move. You can hum along the rhythm, but the sound will still refuse. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. You can study every grammar, every book up on the shelf, but this code was born in basements where the night names itself. It's a riddle made a rhythm that your lips can't quite approve. So just tap your glass in time and let my voice be what you use. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Words spin round like bottle caps, jump, skip, slide and move. You can hum along the rhythm, but the sound will still refuse. Your tongue can't ride, there's a groove. Streetlights hum above the doorway, while the last chords fade to black. You walk home with sore cheeks laughing, trying still to say it back. Hear that echo in your footsteps. Your tongue can't ride this groove. More girls up in the corner of a downtown basement bar. Old train posters on the bridge, busted jukebox by the jar. Ray picks up that dusty shaker, calls me out to take the mic. Says come ride this crooked rhythm if your tongue can walk the line. Crowd leans in like rolling thunder, waiting on the first weird rhyme. I tell a man that groove you're speaking ain't no textbook ever taught that kind of sound. Flicker on the glasses, sticky floor beneath my boots. Ray starts spitting crooked phrases like he's bending chrome and roots. Syllables like broken bottles, skipping over every beat. I tried chasing down his pattern, but my mouth admits defeat. All these locals laugh and holler, 'cause they speak that secret street. Backroom blues talk, backroom blues talk, twisting up the words till they don't mean a thing. Backroom blues talk, backroom blues talk. If you don't feel the cold, you'll never sing. down at the broken harbor. Neon flickers on the pier, rusty boat and tangled net, another empty weekend here. Saw wind cuts across my jacket, seagulls circle tight and slow. I whisper to the rolling dock, if you hear me, let it show. I've been talking to the waves, like they can answer back to me, waiting on a hidden queen somewhere beneath this heavy sea. Light up my tide tonight, light up my tide tonight. I'm calling to the water, to the mother of the deep. Light up my tide tonight. Full moon on the black canal, silver streaks on diesel rain. Throw my net and pull a bottle, shells and wire, scraps of chain. I'm an old back alley fisherman, on my wages paid in phone. If the ocean is my only boss, then I'm begging her for a home. Light up my tide tonight, light up my tide tonight. I'm calling to the water, to the mother of the deep. Light up my tide tonight. If you rise up from the silence, hear this worn out working man, change the current of my fortune with the mercy in your hand. Light up my tide tonight, light up my tide tonight. I'm calling to the water, to the mother of the deep. Light up my tide tonight. Don't like growing on the horizon, waves are breathing in the light. I'll keep rowing towards your shadow till you answer me tonight. Late night in your small apartment, yellow lamplight on the floor, makeup running down your face as I stand there by the door. You keep asking what went wrong, while the coffee's turning cold. All the little plans we painted flicker out like tired smoke. And I finally see the damage from a heart I never held. I was only half awake You were giving me your whole world, my shadow on your pillow, my shadow on your pillow. I'm gone, but you still hold me, my shadow on your pillow. Morning trains above the river, I move on through mist and steel. Neighbors asking where you are, but I don't say what I feel. I was acting out a story, playing lover in your eyes. Now I'm walking out forever, leaving you with all the cries. In that room, our faded picture still hangs crooked, telling lies. My shadow on your pillow, my shadow on your pillow. I'm gone, but you still hold me, my shadow on your pillow. I can't rewrite this ending. Can't pretend I ever stayed. All that's left is empty bedding and the shade where my love never lay. Soft rain on your old window, blue glow from the TV on. You'll turn over in the darkness, reach for me and I'll be gone. Back on this old hillside where the city lights begin, people whisper on the corner about the shape you're living in. They say you're sleeping on the awnings, chasing shadows in the rain, clutching bags of worn out clothing, talking loud about your pain. You once had keys to my kitchen, to my records, to my bed, but you gambled with my honor like it was nothing in your head. This is not on me, you're out there looking for a roof tonight. I gave you warmth and for safe walk, you set them all alight. For a taste of crooked fame, now you wander through the darkness and you've only got your name. No, I won't feel guilty for the choices that you made. I won't carry all your thunder for the storms your own hands raised. You once strutted through these alleys, wearing clothes I worked to buy, turned my sweat into your perfume, never once said thank you in reply. You had a table full of chances, every play was something new, but you flipped it for the nightlife and the lies that flattered you. Now you curse the world for turning, say the whole thing's been unfair, but you're tripping on the bridge bridges that you burn into the air. It's not on me you're out there looking for a roof tonight. I gave you warmth and full safe walls. You set them all alive. You threw away your blessing for a taste of crooked fame. Now you wander through the darkness and you've only got your name. No, I won't feel guilty for the choices that you made. I won't carry all your thunder for the storms your own hand raised. With a man's respect, you don't play games. You don't twist it just for fun. Trust is fragile once it's broken. You can't glue what's come undone. You can sob along the sidewalks. You can beg me with your eyes, but I won't trade my self-worth for another round of lies. It's not on me you're out there looking for a roof tonight. I gave you warmth and false safe walls. You set them all alive. You threw away your blessing for a taste of crooked fame. Now you wander through the darkness and you've only got your name. No, I won't feel guilty for the choices that you made. I won't carry all your thunder for the storms your own hand raised. So when they ask me why you're broken, why you got no place to stay, I'll just say I did my part, then step my tired heart away. You're the author of your story. Won't rewrite what you've begun. I've got my roof, my peace, my pride, and I'm not the guilty one. while I'm talking to the night. Got a pocket full of failures and a heart that's lost its light. Every time I try to climb, the ground just pulls me back again. Feel like every door I knock on only opens into pain. I keep asking for a reason, some small sign that I belong. But my story reads like one long list of everything gone wrong. So tell me, God, why does every fight end with me alone in the fading light? Why does every hope I hold turn to rust before it turns to gold? I've been walking through this life like I'm chained to yesterday, like I'm sentenced to be broken, never meant to find a way. Mama worked over hot stove, hands all blistered, eyes half closed. Barely had enough to feed me, barely kept a decent home. Couldn't pay for school or shelter, couldn't buy me one more chance. So the state came with its paper, wrote my future in advance. They said, boy, this place will save you, but the walls were cold as stone. Little children turned to numbers, crying quietly alone. So tell me, God, why does every fight end with me alone in the fading light? Why does every hope I hold turn to rust before it turns to gold? I've been walking through this life like I'm chained to yesterday, like I'm sentenced to be broken. Oh, never meant to find a way. I was barely 5 years breathing when the concrete closed me in. Learned the sound of slamming metal long before I learned to win. Now I wear a grown man's body, but these bars still frame my view. I've been locked behind one fence or another. My whole life is true. So if you hear me in this darkness, in this room without a door, no, I'm tired of being nothing but a case file on the floor. All I'm asking, just one moment where my soul can finally breathe. 'Cause living in a cage forever ain't the life you meant for me. Ain't the life you meant for me. where your eyes first found me, in that corner by the door. Like you know my every secret, long before I hit the floor. One slow sip of cheap red wine, and then you leaned in close to me. And that first soft, stolen kiss that rewrote all my history. I kept telling all my friends we're just two strangers killing time, but my heart kept crossing lines I swore were only in my mind. Cause your gaze pulled me under like a tide I couldn't fight, and your lips lit a fire that still burns in me tonight. Try to call it simple friendship, try to put it on a shelf, but I couldn't lose the feeling, couldn't lie to my own self. No matter what I tried to name it, no matter what excuse I used, I was done the moment that I fell for you. These folks here call me Midnight Eddie, say my story's stretched too tall. I swear I've danced with crooked angels, played backroom kings against the wall. They say the crowd out on these sidewalks crowned me a prince of broken songs. When the spotlight hits this bar stool, it's your ghost that sings along. Yeah, I brag about my journey, how the people raise my name, but between each line of glory, it's your whisper in my veins. Cause your gaze pulled me under like a tide I couldn't fight, and your lips lit a fire that still burns in me tonight. Try to call it simple friendship, try to put it on the shelf, but I couldn't lose the feeling, couldn't lie to my own self. No matter what I tried to name it, no matter what excuse I used, I was done the moment that I fell for. Made the city hold its breath, said I've whispered to the planets, cheated every kind of death. But of all the wild tall tales I've spun beneath these neon lights, the one thing I can't pretend away is how you haunt my quiet nights. Cause your gaze pulled me under like a tide I couldn't fight, and your lips lit a fire that still burns in me tonight. Try to call it simple friendship, try to put it on the shelf, but I couldn't lose the feeling, couldn't lie to my own self. No matter what I tried to name it, no matter what excuse I used, I was done that I fell for you. So I'll raise this last glass to you, to the truth I can't ignore. I can dress it up in humor, spin my legend a bit more, but beneath the smoke and laughter, when the crowd is filtered through, all that's left is one man whispering, I was always yours, it's true. Doctor, I've got one question rolling around inside my mind about this little green companion that the earth left here behind. Yeah, this whole wide world was crafted with the rivers and the rain. Tell me why a simple leaf like this is treated like a chain. Out in fields and on the hillside, every stem and every tree feels like handwritten poetry, signed by something we can't see. But you put my friend on trial, I guess the root of every crime. When the poison in our glass never seems to do hard time. So explain to me, good doctor, why this planet is under lock and key. When it lifts a heavy spirit, lets a tired soul breathe free. In a drop of homemade tincture, in a quiet evening tea, it can calm a racing heartbeat, ease the aching wounded knees. It can brighten up a painter, help a song fall into place, give a restless worry mind a little room, a little space. My old neighbors down the back road used to swear by garden cures, roots and flowers in brown bottles for the herbs that life ensures. A little ginger for the stomach, some wild mint to clear the chest, chamomile to help you sleep when you just cannot find your rest. Now the bulldozers are humming where the medicine once grew. Every week another forest fades to metal, glass and fumes. You call it progress when the skyline steals the sunlight from the ground, but you're scared of one small leaf that helps a heart stop breaking down. So explain to me, good doctor, why this plan is under lock and key. When it lifts a heavy spirit, lets a tired soul breathe free. In a drop of homemade tincture, in a quiet evening tea, it can calm a racing heartbeat, ease the aching wounded knees. It can brighten up a painter, help a song fall into place, give a restless worry mind a little room, a little space. chasing darkness on their own, blaming leaves for all the demons that they carried long before. Don't confuse the gentle window for the storm inside their chest. Some folks come to every blessing with a heart that won't know rest. From the markets in the lowlands to the healers further north, old hands mix their sacred bottles, pulling quiet power forth. Oh, so explain to me, good doctor, why this plant is under lock and key. When it lifts a heavy spirit, lets a tired soul breathe free. In a drop of homemade tincture, in a quiet evening tea, it can calm a racing heartbeat, ease the aching wounded knees. It can brighten up a painter, help a song fall into place, give a restless, worried mind a little room, a little space. Someday when the smoke is clear, yeah, and the sirens all are gone, maybe you'll look down at the soil and see what's really going on. Till that dawn I'll hold this question like a seed inside my hand. Why you fear what grows so gentle from the heart of this same land. Midnight oil light is burning while I'm talking to her. Got these busted shoes and stories, hope my voice still can be heard. Back at home my little room is cold as stone and full of dust. Been 6 long months without a fire, without a song, without much trust. The paint is peeling from the ceiling, rain keeps dripping through the cracks. Every corner smells like sorrow and the city on my back. It feels like all the walls are leaning, closing in a little more. Like the house that used to hold me doesn't want me anymore. These waves of trouble keep crashing at my door, and my small old house don't breathe like before. Haven't seen one smoke or music in that space, just a broken bed in a haunted place. So I came here for a little bit of safety in the night, 'cause if nothing changes soon, I might not make it through this fight. Every night there's some convention down there on my kitchen floor. All the little teeth and whiskers marching in from every door. They chew the mattress till confetti turn my pillow into shreds. Even all the strings right off the only guitar by my bed. Now the cat that used to guard me, eyes like coals and shadow lights, sits among them like a general, plotting mischief every night. It's like the creatures in the silent sign, the secret wicked deal. And I swear they watch me sleeping just to see how weak I feel. These waves of trouble keep crashing at my door, and my small old house don't breathe like before. Haven't seen warm smoke or music in that space, just a broken bed in a haunted place. So I came here for a little bit of safety in the night, 'cause if nothing changes soon, I might not make it through this fight. Yeah. So I'm asking you, old doctor, write me out some kind of plan. I can fight a fleet of shadows with these two worn empty hands. I'm afraid one quiet evening, when the streetlights all turn blue, those four walls and all those creatures might just finish what they do. These waves of trouble keep crashing at my door, and my small old house don't breathe like before. Haven't seen warm smoke or music in that space, just a broken bed in a haunted place. So I came here for a little bit of safety in the night, 'cause if nothing changes soon, I might not make it through this fight. Maybe I'll slip out at sunrise, let that crooked room go dark, leave the ghosts and all the vermin where they try to eat my heart. If you don't see me tomorrow, if my name falls off this street, I'll be somewhere past this bad tide, chasing warm with tired feet. The crowd keeps pointing fingers at the hearts that ache too loud, and at the ones who shut down, lost and quiet in the crowd. And in this distant frozen city, where we barely know our name, everybody passing through you, no one ever really stays. And kill the ones who feel it, mock the ones gone now. In a world of empty faces, where the soul gets overrun, there's a prison by the shoreline, made of rust and concrete dream, where a boy can cry in darkness and his mother never sees. On that cold and lonely island, where the sea forgets your voice, you serve time for broken stories that were never even your choice. And the only taste of freedom that you get in there at all is a memory of the hometown you still visit when you fall. He remembers dusty doorways and the street he used to roam, smell of coffee in the morning, all the noise of back road homes. Now it's metal beds and shadows, and a number on his chest, paying for some twisted ledger from a world that did the rest. You don't know what thin air feels like till you breathe behind these bars, paying debts you never signed for under unfamiliar stars. There's a prison by the shoreline, made of rust and concrete dream, where a boy can cry in darkness and his mother never sees. On that cold and lonely island, where the sea forgets your voice, you serve time for broken stories that were never even your choice. And the only taste of freedom that you get in there at all is a memory of the hometown you still visit when you fall. In the blink of one bad evening, you can vanish from the map, find your life reduced to echoes, locked inside this metal trap. This is where the proud society hides the stains that will not fade, builds a wall around its secrets, calls this graveyard just a place. There's a prison by the shoreline, made of rust and concrete dream, where a boy can cry in darkness and his mother never sees. On that cold and lonely island, where the sea forgets your voice, you serve time for broken stories that were never even your choice. And the only taste of freedom that you get in there at all is a memory of the hometown you still visit when you fall. When you talk about the guilty. Don't forget who drew the lines. There's an island in the distance, built on all our silent crimes, and a face pressed to a window still remembers where he's from, while the tide keeps on returning. But his body never comes.